welcome. My name is Jamie Lang and I'm with Full Body Fitness and Yoga. I'm excited to be here with you today because we've partnered with St. Elizabeth Cancer Center to bring you a series of online restorative yoga videos that encourage restoration, breathing, and mental health. That's super exciting to me because we also share a common goal, which is to provide the best care of support for our community. So I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you've decided to take time for yourself to show up for your practice today. We'll go ahead and get started. I just wanted to let you know about some of the props that I have with me today. I do have 3 blankets. You might not be able to see one. I'm sitting on it. I have 2 blankets here, a bolster, and then 2 blocks as well. Don't worry if you don't have all of these props at home. You could grab some cushions off the couch. You might grab some pillows off the bed. You probably have some blankets lying around somewhere. So just get as many of those props as you need to help support yourself in your practice today. And then come to find a comfortable seat just on your mat. If you don't have a yoga mat, that's okay. Just sit on the floor, maybe on a towel, or even just on a blanket is fine. And then when you get to your seat, rest your palms on your lap. We'll sit up tall, close your eyes. I'd like to take a moment at the beginning of class to focus, to become present, and just to check in. So as you sit here, notice your spine. So if I asked you to sit up tall, sometimes people will lift their shoulders up toward their ears. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. So you can find length through your spine here without lifting the shoulders. And then notice your spine. Are you arching the back? Are you rounding your spine? If sitting on the floor is uncomfortable for you, place something underneath your hips. So we don't want to sit with a rounded spine. Having a prop under our hips helps drop the knees, and it helps to be on the floor and make that a little more comfortable. Take a moment to notice your body. And you might start just by scanning from the crown of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Notice the condition of your body today. How do you feel? How is your energy? Do you feel any tension or tightness, aches or pains anywhere? Do you feel a little sluggish today? Do you feel fantastic? You might feel full of energy, and that's fine too. The goal here is just to notice. And try not to judge the condition of your body. Just want to begin to pay attention to it, noticing those small, subtle cues that our body sends us. Soften your face, unclench your jaw, let your tongue fall away from the roof of your mouth, and allow your body to relax more as you sit here on the ground. Take a moment now to check in with your mind, noticing the condition of the mind. Notice what types of thoughts fill your mind. Our minds are busy things, and our thoughts fight to get our attention all day, every day. Give yourself permission right now to let those thoughts go. Especially the thoughts that do not serve you. Any negativity, any stressful thoughts, any thoughts that bring anxiety into your body. Let those things go. Give yourself permission to be present, to be at peace, and to let your mind be unoccupied. In our yoga practice, it's common for our minds to wander. And so when that happens to you, just acknowledge the thought that pops into your mind and don't give it any attention. Just let it go right back out your mind. Bring your awareness back to your body, back to your space, and back to your breath. Now bring your awareness to your breath. And notice the breath. If you can, allow the breath to come in and out through your nose. But if that feels uncomfortable today, You're welcome to part your lips slightly and gently breathe in and out of your mouth. This time, I'd like to invite you to set an intention for your practice today. A word or a phrase that you'd like for yourself or perhaps for someone else. That might even be an intention that you set out into the world. Maybe your intention is for the world. And just hold that in your mind's eye. Very slowly and carefully, blink open your eyes. Gaze is soft. We'll make our way to our first asana, which is a pose called Child's Pose. So we'll use our props, and I'll show you how to set these up in a way that really supports your body. You might start just by rolling over your legs. I'm going to turn to the side, and I'm going to bring my props out in front of me. I will use both of my blocks here. I'm going to use all of my blankets, and I'm also going to use my bolster. So I'm creating a ramp with my bolster. And I've set one block on its skinny side and one block on its tall side. Then I'll grab my bolster and set it on the front of both of those, or just on top of both of those. From here, I'm going to bring one of my blankets on each side of that bolster, and I'll use these blankets to support my arms. From here, take your knees out to the edge of your mat and bring your big toes together. And for some people, their hips are very tight. I like to sit with a blanket underneath my hips. So I'll place this blanket under my hips and on top of my feet. And I find that this helps me to be a lot more comfortable in this pose. And from here, I'm going to begin to fold forward onto my bolster. And feel free to make any adjustments that you need to so that you can be as comfortable as possible in this pose. So knees are wide. Big toes are together, and bolster is out in front of you. And you can rest one cheek or the other on your mat, or on your bolster, excuse me. If it doesn't feel comfortable to turn your head to the side, you might place a hand towel or a block underneath your forehead instead. Child's pose is one of my favorite restorative poses. It helps to calm the brain. It helps to relieve stress and fatigue. And for our restorative practice, we'll practice a special kind of breathing. And this breathing helps to regulate your nervous system. We have what's called an autonomic nervous system. And it's kind of special because we're able to control our nervous system with our breath. So there are breathing techniques that you can do to stimulate the nervous system. And there's breathing techniques that you can do to down-regulate the nervous system. That basically just means that it helps to calm your nervous system. And I'll teach you a breath today that helps to balance your nervous system. So we all come to our mat from different places. Maybe you're coming from a place of rest today already. Maybe you're feeling anxiety or stress in your life right now. No matter which option you're experiencing, this breath will help with both. It will help to calm you down or to give you a little more energy. And we'll do this breathing practice in and out through the nose. And we'll just count to 4 on both our inhale and the exhale. Let's practice together. Breathe in through your nose for 1, 2, 3. Fill all the way up 4. Exhale for 4, 3. Out the nose. 2, 1. Let's do that again. Inhale 1 through the nose, 2, 3, 4, and back out your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Continue breathing just like that on your own. And we'll take just one more breath here together. Inhale through your nose, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out through your nose, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Very, very slowly and very carefully. Our movements will be really intentional here. Slowly, gently press up out of this pose. So in between each of our asanas, we want to make sure that we're not moving too quickly. So we want to give our body rest here. And if we jerk up out of the pose too quickly, it sort of defeats the purpose. So slowly and carefully press up. And then from there, you might start just by sliding your blanket out from underneath you. And we'll make our way to our next asana. So this pose is a pose called supported bridge. And I'll show you how to set up your props for this. I'm going to use both of my blocks, and I'll set one down and then another one in front of it, so they're long on my mat. From here, I'm going to place my bolster on top of the blocks. And then I'll take 2 folded up blankets and place them just down in front of the bolster. So be really mindful how you come into this pose. If you want to grab your third block, you might use that for your head. And have a seat just on the blankets. So we'll use the blocks to support, use our blocks to support our hips, and then we'll use the blocks to support our legs and the blankets to support our hips. From here, gently lower your upper body down to the earth. I'd like you to keep the blankets just in a place so that they're not underneath your shoulders. Your blanket should come just below your shoulder blades, and we want our shoulders to be on the earth. So it might not be conducive for that blanket to be under your head in order to make that happen. So maybe you just leave those blankets underneath your back and the bolster underneath your legs. From here, let your arms fall out to the side. Palms might face the sky. If you find that your legs are falling apart or off of the bolster, you can wrap a strap around them. Or if you have a belt, you could use a belt as well. Remember to breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. A 4 count on each breath. And this pose is nice to calm your mind. Helps to alleviate fatigue in the body. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms, soften your belly, and relax your legs. Soften your face. Relax your jaw. Let's take just one more breath here together. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. So really carefully and very intentionally, we'll start to move slowly to come out of this pose. So you might first start just by moving your arms and bending your elbows, and then begin to bend your knees. From here, I just invite you to roll off onto one side. And then once you're on that side, slide your props out from underneath you. And take a moment just to pause lying on your side. And from here, we'll make our way to our final resting pose, our Shavasana. And I'll show you a way to set up your props that will really support your body. So I'm going to use my bolster under my legs, and I'll set my blocks up in a way that helps to support my feet. So I'll turn my blocks so that they're long-wise, but this time they're facing the skinny edge of my mat. And that will provide a foundation for my feet. From there, I'll move the bolster just in front of it so that I can place my legs on the bolster. I like to use a blanket for my head in Shavasana, and I often like to use blankets also for my arms for support. So I fold these over so they make a little bit of a ramp. No matter how you're moving here or how you're setting up for your Shavasana, just move slowly, easing into the pose. Begin to find some stillness. Soften your face, that space in between your eyebrows. Unclench your jaw and allow your tongue to fall away from the roof of your mouth. Shoulders are heavy, arms relaxed, wrists, hands, fingers relax. Heart melts in your chest. Belly is soft. Your entire back is relaxed. Allow your hips to be heavy. Release the tension from your legs and relax your legs. Relax your ankles, your feet, your toes. Let go and allow your body to melt into the earth. Begin to increase your inhale. Deepen your exhale. And don't move anything, just breathe. And now, very slowly and carefully, begin to invite some small, subtle movement back into your body. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Allow those movements to gradually become just a little bigger, taking circles with your wrists and your ankles. And gently rock your head from side to side. Slowly bend your elbows and carefully hug your knees into your chest. Very slowly and gently roll onto one side or the other. And take a moment to pause on your side of choice. As you lie here, take a moment to recall the intention you may have set for your practice today. And carefully press into your top hand and make your way with ease all the way back up to your Sukhasana. And keeping your eyes closed. And when you get there, bring your hands together at prayer at heart center. And press your thumbs into your chest. We'll end our time together today with the sound vibration of Om. Let's take a cleansing breath together first. Deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Inhale to Om. Take a moment to pause here. Notice the beat of your heart inside your chest. That beautiful reminder of the gift of life that flows through each of us. Pausing for a moment in gratitude for the blessing and the gift of yet another day. Move your thumbs from heart center to third eye center as a reminder that as we move throughout our days, to always connect our hearts with our minds. I thank you for being here with me today, for allowing me to lead you in your practice. The light in me honors and bows to the light within you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free. Namaste.